everybody, and today's Vlogmas day 4. Yeah, I'm probably imagining a lot of you are running around like headless chickens. Christmas is coming up quicker than you ever thought it was, and now you're like, I don't have ideas, I need help. So I'm going to show you guys what I got some of the beautiful people that I love in my life to help you decide what to get the beautiful people that you love in your life. So today I'm sporting a beautiful little piece of tinsel because I'm an angel. But not really. I decided that seeing as it's Christmas and all the other YouTubers are making an effort, I should probably make an effort. If you know me, if you're my sister, if you're my dad, you're my mum, or you're a friend of mine, somebody who you know that I'm getting you something for Christmas, don't watch this video. Please just do yourself a favour and exit this video, because otherwise you're gonna ruin the surprise on Christmas. So for my dad, for the lovely men in your life, I feel like this is a good tippity tip. Go look out in your town or any area you live in for men's shops. This is gonna sound really dumb, but it's better than it sounds. There's a shop in my hometown called www.mensgiftshop.com, and it sounds a little bit boring, it sounds a little bit uncreative. Oh, you've gone to the men's gift shop to buy your dad a present when he could just not want something that every other guy would want. But I feel like it's a good idea because they basically do the ideas for you. You go into the shop and there's all this different stuff which a typical man would like. Yes, it's true. But it's a typical man's gift shop because that is what the majority of men like. And it's true. I was looking around it and I was kind of like, I thought that was just my dad who liked that kind of stuff. But nope, there's lots of things in there which guys would like. But what I decided to get from here, Comic Specs Holder Fisherman. Now my dad likes fishing. He is a fisherman. And I decided to get him this because as well as being a fisherman, he also wears glasses. And basically what it is, it's a little fisherman guy and you put his glasses on the top when he's not wearing them. So these are my glasses. You sit them on his face. But it's totally my dad. This is something which he will put on his side and just talk about it every time he puts his glasses on it. He'll be like, hold on a second. So that was $9.99 in that shop, and then also whilst I was in that shop I found a pull my finger pen for $3.99, which is something which I also thought that I didn't know other men do this joke, and basically my dad is the top person to play the pull my finger joke, which you pull your finger and then you fart or you make a farting noise, and this is a pen that does that. You can't really tell, but this is a finger. It might look a bit dodgy, I know, I thought the same thing. And then you pull it. It doesn't work at the moment because the label bit hasn't been pulled out, but you pull it and then it farts, and you can also use it as just a pen. It's my dad's humour, he'll love it. And another present I got for my dad, which I actually found in Beals during a Black Friday, because on the Black Friday day I went out shopping like the brave soul I am, and just had a little look at some of the deals they had, because you can't really not when Christmas is coming up and you can't afford much and you're a student. I got this in the sale. I think it was originally £25 and it went down to £12, and what it is basically just a game called Last Word, where you get a card and then it says something like vegetables, and then you can pick another card and it says C. So then that means, oh, I could say carrot because carrot's a vegetable and it begins with C. You press the buzzer and everyone has to go around a circle and shout cucumber, celery, corn, cabbage, cauliflower, and you have to keep going until the timer goes off. Basically it's just a game which you can play at Christmas or with your family. I feel like with my family we don't play board games a lot, but when we do we really enjoy it. But I feel like the best things that happen when you're playing games with family, and so I got this for him. But after buying this I was a bit considering whether to get it to him or give it to my sister. I saw this game in the man's gift shop, which I was just telling you about a minute ago, so I was pretty chuffed in the fact I picked up this game without even realising that men do like it. So I was like, yeah. So the lovely little mummies in our lives. Yes, women are quite easy to buy for actually, because we talk a lot, and if you listen to ladies when they speak, because they do it quite often, you might not want to, but when you do they drop a lot of hints, not on purpose, they kind of just do it anyway because they like talking about themselves, because we're ladies and that's what we do. And yes, going with the dad and men section, you can go down the line of socks and pants and belts. And you can also do that for women, such as perfume or bath stuff, but I never buy people bath stuff because bath stuff isn't the best thing to receive on Christmas in my opinion. I'd rather receive something which someone's actually thought about. However, with my mum, I did buy her some perfume only because I know that she likes to smell good, because every time we go out she sprays herself with like the stuff which you have in sets, like gift sets. But I wanted to treat her to something a little bit more special than that, because I know that she doesn't get expensive perfume because she can't afford it. So I thought, whatever, I'm gonna just treat her for Christmas. So on Black Friday they were obviously doing some sales, and in Debenhams they were doing this perfume from £29 to 20, so I saved a bit of money on that. And it's Christina Aguilera's Secret Potion perfume. No, she doesn't like Christina Aguilera. Yes, it's very random, but it smells delicious. Typically, Christina Aguilera probably didn't make this, helped make it. And another reason why I chose this one is because of the bottle. My mum's the type of person to want to use an empty perfume bottle when she's finished with it to put in the bathroom because it looks pretty. So I got a pink one because our bathroom's pink, and I know my mum does that because she's just strange like that. I'm joking, I actually do that too. So although perfume is like a typical thing you would get a woman, it's also something which they want the most. So it's not something like, oh, another pair of socks. It's something like, ooh, another perfume bottle, which I haven't guiltily gone out and bought myself. Next one I was considering whether or not I should actually show in this video because it mentions where I live. But basically I got this book from my mum. It's called Santa is Coming to Worthing. I got this because when I told her that there's a book on this, she went crazy. She was like, where? Why would they? Who did that? Oh my god. My mum's the type who loves books, and because it mentions our hometown and just areas in our hometown in the book, I know that she would go crazy for it. Once again, this is something only my mum would probably enjoy. So what you need to think about is particular things which you know gets them ticking than other people, because then it's more personal, you thought about them a bit more, and it's not just like a here you go, anyone would like this, so would you. This was actually £4.99. It was bought on Black Friday, but it wasn't, you know, on sale or anything, considering I know she'll whip this out every Christmas because she's the type to do that. Oh, I got that from WH Smith by the way, but they're also doing it in bills. Speaking of hints and stuff, I also got my mum a very boring present, which is a cable for my laptop to plug into the TV, because she was a big fan of Blockbuster, and I know that Blockbuster isn't around anymore, and it really bummed her out because she always wants to watch new films and I'm always downloading them illegally on my laptop. So she's like, oh, I want to watch the film. So I decided to get her this because in her eyes this is equivalent to thousands and thousands and thousands of films. I don't have to get her a DVD. I can just get her this and she can watch whatever the hell she wants. I will download it for her. I will plug it in. She can watch it to her heart's content. And this is also like a token from me to say, you tell me what you want and I will do it. You know, people buy these cute little tokens of Valentine's Day and it's like, this token is equivalent to 1,000 hugs. It's like a present in not a physical form. It's kind of like that as well. And I got that cable from eBay for £4.84. Another couple of ladies in my life is my sisters, Vicky and Kate. If you're watching, bugger off because you're about to see what you're going to be given. So with Kate, I focused purely on Peter Pan. She is obsessed with Peter Pan and being young and not wanting to grow up. She's very artsy and she's probably the most youngest spirited person I know. And I love that about my sister. In Primark, I saw this hanging up and it was kind of risky to buy this or not, because I know that if somebody else who knows her saw this, they would buy it for her too. Do I, don't I? Decided to anyway, because whatever, if she already gets given it, that basically means that she can have two, or I can just go find her extra birthday presents because her birthday's in January. It says never grow up and it's got Tinkerbell on the front. It's quite a big size because I know that Primark clothes do shrink in the wash at times, and this was £6 and it's a Disney top for £6, which I feel like is a good deal. They also did something you should go buy actually, guys, by the way, films. What's their favourite film? You just got to be careful with that. Ask around before you buy things because people sometimes have the same thought patterns as you, especially if somebody likes films as much as that person does. That was the first thing, and to kind of go with that theme, I got some wall art decor. a print you can put up on your wall of Peter Pan, followed by all the other characters behind him saying second star to the right and on till morning, or whatever it is. And that was really cute because she lives on her own, and that's something else you need to consider. If they live on their own, who they live with, and if they do live on their own, and if you do know that they're probably looking to decorate their house because it's a new house perhaps, then furniture is actually a good idea. Not furniture maybe, but things they can put in their house to make it a little bit more homely. And I know that she would love this because she's artsy and she has a house of her own to decorate without anyone telling her not to, because she lives on her own. And I got that wall art thing from a shop online. It's like a warehouse type shop place online for about £3 to £4. It's really, really cheap. If you look at them online, they're probably on eBay as well. So as for my other sister, right, basically she is very much into food, very much like me basically, so it wasn't hard shopping for her because I had to just think of things which I know I would like and then she would probably like it too. I found this in Primark, which is a donut phone case, because her phone case is cracked all down the middle, and that's something else you need to consider when you're buying something for someone, is things which they already have and love and use a lot of but are broken. Hers was her phone case, and she loves food and she loves donuts, so I thought perfect. It was a few pounds. I didn't write down exactly how much it was, I'm really sorry, but they're in Primark and it's in the men's section, which doesn't matter because it's hardly for men. That's a bit sexist. And then another thing which I've actually only got half of at the moment is this, and this is the card game Cards Against Humanity. A lot of you online probably know about this game because people talk about it a lot, and it's basically a game which is probably rude in every way, shape or form, and you will love this game if you have a sick sense of humour. If you know somebody who does and they're a guy or a girl, get them this game, look it up and find out what this game is. You will discover that this game is perfect for so many of your friends. I know someone that bought this for every single one of their friends because they just thought, why not? I know that everyone would like it. And you basically have like a blank which you have to fill in with the other cards, and the person who has the best sentence wins. Best, or probably meaning the funniest or most racist or impolitically correct, but whatever. This is actually the first expansion. I need to get the main game for it as well, but that's coming in the post. They're quite pricey. Let me know where you can get these, which is cheaper than where I got this from, because I had to get mine on eBay and this was like £10 I think, borderline 15. But I know Vicky would love this because she has a very sick sense of humour like me, and she goes out with friends and stuff, and this is a great party game. There will be endless hours of laughs with this. My mother sent me out into town to get a white dressing gown for her as well, and this is actually a large long length one because she's always wearing a dressing gown. Once again, you've just got to imagine the person you're buying for. What do you see them in? What do they look like? And she's always in a dressing gown, so she needed a new one because her one was getting a bit old. So I thought I'd mention that in here because, you know, it's something which I kind of got her, but my mum's actually bought it off me because she couldn't make it into town, so I went into town for her. Yeah, this was £17, which is kind of good because it's massive. Next up is my sister's girlfriend. If you're getting a present for a friend's boyfriend or a friend's girlfriend or your sister's girlfriend or your brother's boyfriend, or girlfriend or whatever, and you don't know them as well as they know them, you can either ask them or you can just try your best to surprise both of them. So me and my sister's girlfriend are very, very similar, and because we are so similar, I found buying presents for her very, very easy. I basically got this rabbit jumper from Store 21, the same place that I got the dressing gown for Vicky, because they were just doing it there and I was like, do you know what? I love this and I have a feeling she will too. So I got this for her, and then my rabbit went and died on me the day I got this, so I kind of looked at it and I was like, ugh, can't look at you anymore. Luckily I found this on Black Friday and it was originally £13 and I got it for £9. So I matched this with a panda eye mask, and she can wear this at the same time if she wants. I know that she's into animal things like me and she likes things with ears and eyes. We have a similar sort of taste. You basically put it around your ears and you can wear it to sleep at night, which I just thought was the cutest little thing ever. I like the fact that I've matched them both together because it's like a themed present. That's also something you can give a a try. That mask actually came from the same place where I got that wall art for my sister Kate of the Peter Pan characters, and it was about £3 to £4 again. Online Asian warehouse websites are really good, but you have to do it in advance because it's probably too late now because they take so long to ship to your country. So lastly, I was going to end on boyfriends and partners and stuff. I'm kind of risking it if I do this though, because he could be watching this even though I've told him not to, because he is a naughty boy. But I think I will go ahead and just show you a couple things just in case he is watching this. I want to help you when it comes to partners because they can be the hardest actually, even though you see your partner all the freaking time. When I'm dating someone, that makes me sound like I date a lot of people, the best thing to do is to keep a lookout for things they have said throughout the entire year. And I know it sounds a bit silly to be listening to things in April, but honestly, if you do it, there are so many things that they have said throughout the year, like, oh, I like that, or oh, I like that, or oh, I need one of those, or oh, my one's broken, and then they just forget they've said it, and then when you whip out some present on Christmas Day and they're like, how did you know that? You'd be like, well, you said it in April. So it's a really good thing to do. As well as that, obviously, you know their things they collect is good. Obviously, you guys know my boyfriend, well, some of you might not know, but he likes sleeping with sirens, and Kellen has his own clothing range called Anthem Made. So I decided to get him a t-shirt from that clothing range. And it's kind of just a simple black top, but I know he likes wearing black. Just in case he watches this after Christmas, I'm not going to say the price. And along with that, I also get a little bracelet, Anthem Made bracelet. So maybe music is something you can have a look at with someone you're struggling with. What type of music do they like? And does that artist do merchandise? A little random extra, which I decided to bung in there as like a kind of stocking filler type thing, are candles, because he loves candles. There's always candles in his room. Something else you need to look out for is in their room. Picture it. What do you see in it? What would they like in addition to that stuff? And extra candles is something which he won't complain about because he's going to use them. If you're really struggling, just ask them. Just be honest and say, I'm stuck, help me out. He said, I need a bag which shows my personality. I ain't gonna show you this bag because I'm so worried about showing too much of these presents in case he sees this video. But it's a bag which I think was cool, kind of practical for work, but also at the same time kind of funky monkey. You will see it in my vlogs if you're watching me for Vlogmas. I actually said that was the last one, but technically it isn't. Best friends and girlfriends. With that, I cannot do Christmas presents without discussing. All of you sit around the table and discuss Christmas presents. Just be like, girls, Christmas presents, what are we doing? Last year, me and my best friend, we did no Christmas presents. We were like, we both have families to buy for, we're both low on money, let's not do Christmas presents, let's just go out for dinner. So we're doing that again this year. As well as that, we're gonna do a tiny smidgen of a present. I just mean funny, silly things which aren't expensive, are just a laugh, and it's a gag present. Something really, really small. It makes you think, oh, they don't like me that much because otherwise they've got me something bigger. But not something really, really silly like a chew sweet. My boyfriend Kyle's mum gave me a soap similar to this, and I was like, this is so cool. So I looked up online and they were doing it on Amazon for a few quid, and it's basically a man's torso as soap, and it's a shower with your perfect man. I know on birthdays my best friend always gets me a Marnie Code perfume, so maybe there's a tradition that you always get your friend, but if there isn't, then you can start one. You could maybe always get your friend a perfume or something they really like again and again, so I don't have to go out and buy a Marnie Code anymore because I know that I'm going to be giving it for my birthday anyway. So that's all for today's video. It was a huge video. I'm really sorry if it bored you of any way. I hope you took some tips from it, and I hope none of my family watched this, because if you did, I hate you. Try not to worry so much about Christmas. If you want to hand make something, you can hand make something and look up ideas online. With Christmas, it comes down to spending time with people. So just say to your family, can we all go out for a meal instead of doing presents this year because I'm low on money? And then you get an experience with friends and family, you get to enjoy it, and you get to save money. With distant family and relatives, you kind of probably have to do a collective buying of one thing and just send the same thing out because, you know, it's hard to find presents for someone you don't know very well. Or just festive foods, or like a hamper of different stuff which is to do with Christmas. It's quite a cute idea actually. You know these subscription boxes that I get sent every month? That would be a kind of cool thing to send to someone. You know, I get candy crates and stuff. I get like American candy boxes or a box of Tokyo treats. That sort of thing would be cool for somebody. It would be kind of cool to make some sort of hamper which would look like you put a lot of effort into it, and just do about 5 of them and then send them off to different people. I love you so much, and let me know in the comments what you've got for your loved ones. Stay happy, stay positive, stay awesome. Bye.